Testing, 1, 2, 3. Is this thing on? Looks like it is. Hey, it's me, JJ, the owner of Right Idea Records and the producer of video games and more. Not here with anything exciting. I don't know what to do. So I'm just gonna be chill. It's hard to be chill when you're all by yourself and sick. So I'll just tell you, I slept all day and I woke up to Deep Space Nine. Actually, no, Enterprise, or excuse me, Next Generation was still on. But then it was Deep Space Nine time and I couldn't watch. I'm just not able to follow the story. And that's cool. I haven't even had my first cigarette. So fuck it. I don't care. I'd probably seen it anyways. Right? No big deal. It's gonna be, you know, whatever, dude. At least I don't have a terrible neck ache. But, that was pretty cool. I hope you had a good holiday yesterday. Or no, it's still Sunday, isn't it? For a half an hour. Mountain Standard Time. Yeah. Hey, did you guys get the national fentanyl update yesterday? I deleted it from the Bright Idea Records account because it had some sensitive information that shouldn't be shared. Like my friends in the mental institution, their name. Well, one guy. The other, I just used the first name, but those were some pretty freaky stories, weren't they? I deleted them, but I could easily recount them. I don't know why I would. They're pretty freaky stories. Wonder if I know any other tales of the blue pill. Do I? You know, I've only been up for a second. I haven't even had my Adderall. So no, I can't think of any other stories at all. I don't know if I should take my Adderall. I don't know. I'm not myself today. Get it? Not myself today. It upsets me that I can't be consistent for my fans, for my family, for you. You keep me from being consistent. You do. Because if it was up to me, I'd be consistent. But you keep me from being consistent. And that, not today in particular. Practically every other day. You keep me from being consistent. Stupid idiots. I hate you all. But regardless of that, today is a little different. I just don't know what to do. I'm at the end of my rope in general. But I guess that's what happens when you get sick. Usually because you've been doing too much for your own good. Dude, tell me about it. Tell me about it. Not literally. Like I had like three doctors die that were in their 50s. I've already told you about them. Von Kurzberg. My mom likes to say Bonkersberg. The guy, Kiarash and Rabe. They're all dead. My doctors are dead. I can't go to them for help anymore because they're dead. And it's hard to find a doctor I can trust. Because I don't trust anybody. Why would I? You're all in competition with me, and you could give a fuck about my health. You think I'm a degenerate, even though I shared the best national fentanyl report you've had in a while. Veterans Day, 2024. Here, I'll tell you again, because I can't talk about myself. It's upsetting me. Let's recount the tales, and this time I'll redact any sensitive information. I hope the narcos come get me, because my life is hell. Please don't hurt my mother, or I will haunt you from the grave. but I'm a consensual death member. Please cut my head off. Just don't let my mom see. I'm really tired. I'm not even in pain right now. I'm just sick of this. I want to power off my console and just leave it. Let it cool down. Power down my console. Let it cool down. But I can't do that because I live in a place, even though I'm in the middle of the desert, I live in America, and America never shuts down, so I really shouldn't shut down. I can pull myself out of a tailspin pretty easily. It helps to check into a hospital, but I've only done that a couple times in my life, usually for surgeries and procedures. I could really use a vacation. I've been saying that for months. But, like, give me a break. I don't know where I would go. I don't want to go anywhere. I like being in a cell. My studio is a cell, and if I get locked up in a cell, it'll be like a vacation because I can meditate all by myself in peace. And if a guard or an inmate disturbs me, I might just have to, like, take my fabricated perforator and say, I gotta get back to meditating now because I'm going to lose my mind. I know, you'd think I would meditate right now, but I haven't even had my first cigarette. I'm losing my mind. Fuck. It's ridiculous, dude. You people make me sick. Literally. I'm literally losing my mind, and I'm literally sick. It's not figurative. Thanks for that. It's okay, though. I'm getting old anyways. And I just told you, I'd rather have my console shut off so I could cool down. Yeah. If it was shut off permanently, what harm would that be? I could get some fucking peace. For once. Yeah. Alright. Sorry to be so intense. It's my health. It's my livelihood. My life is my livelihood. You people have careers. My career is taking care of myself. Because I'm special. Yeah, that way and that way. I'm special ed and I'm unique. One of a kind. About the only JJ you're ever gonna meet that's this particular JJ. Yeah. So that doesn't really count as a Movember, does it? No. I don't know. I was thinking I'd put something up on the screen, but I'm not myself today. And it's disturbing the hell out of me. But, well. Here, let me tell you the fentanyl stories again with the information redacted. So I told you about the guy that was overdosing all over town, right? Getting intubated at every emergency room, hospital. The one that the guard in the story, my national report yesterday, that was at St. Mary's, where he saw that guy die on the table, get intubated, brought back to life, hop off the table in his boxer shorts, and run away to go take another blue pill. God only knows where he scampered off to. He's just like, I'm alive again? I'm out of here. I gotta go get drugs. Probably has like a stash, hidden publicly somewhere. Under a trash can at a bus stop or something weird like that. Who knows? That guy's a professional. He takes a blue pill once an hour. That's ridiculous, dude. That would kill like a rhino, an elephant, a giraffe. That would kill a blue whale, probably. Actually, I don't know, dude. Blue whales are huge. Wonder how much it would take. You'd probably have to do like a truckload to kill a blue whale. But it would feel really good. It would be like, and then it would stop forever. So It's not because it's a deadly drug. I mean, of course it is, but it's because you just never stop consuming. And, even if we were going to do a scientific review, on the blue whale, which is a mammal, the largest mammal on planet Earth, it is known to float through the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean. I think I don't want to. Those are the only two that I'm certain about because those are big, big, big oceans. And I think maybe they might hang out in the polar regions by Antarctica, the blue whales. The world's largest mammal. They have these whiskers called baleen, I think they are called. I have one of those like zoo books posters I got laminated when I was a kid around here somewhere. But yeah, and they catch plankton in the baleen. And so what? I don't know. If we were gonna do a scientific review of fentanyl blue pills, the menace that's killing our youth in the United States of America, all 50 states, even Alaska, if you can, not so much. More like to the southwest, but it gets everywhere. So, yeah, if we were going to do a scientific review to see how it affects blue whales, we'd probably give the blue whale too much, and then it would die, and then we'd find another blue whale, and we'd give that one double the amount just to see what happens. Why not? I would take an educated guess and say the same thing, but you don't really know if you don't try. This is like a 2,000-year-old medication, roughly. It's a concentrated version of humanities. That might be fun. I got this really good book. Uh, you know, I always want to read books to you guys because I got a hella killer library. And, it doesn't matter if it's a new book, an old book. I only own awesome books. Watch, check this one out. Watch, check out this page. Do not, I beg you, look for anything behind phenomena. They are themselves their own lesson, says Goethe. What do you think of that? I think that was a haiku. Not certain. You'd have to count the syllables for me, because I'm not myself today. But it's cool. And so, yeah, the blue whale. I'm just saying, I'm so tired of overdoing things. That's what people like to do around me, because I'm not, it's like, I'm not, like, I'm trying to talk about being average and above average. I don't really have much to say about below average. But everybody's average, right? It's safe to say that only 2% of the United States population have a high IQ. If you have 300 million Americans, I don't know, I haven't checked lately. When I was a kid, we only had 230 million Americans. Back like when Bill Clinton was around, and Hillary Clinton, and Chelsea Clinton, and Socks the Cat. Anyways, fucking I don't know where I was going with that. Hold on. Oh, the population. So if only 2% of 300 million, 1% would be, wait, 300 million? So 3 million is 1%. Um, that's a lot. 1% doesn't sound like much, but, is that right? 300 million? That would be, let's say it was 100 million, 100%. 1 million would be 1%. Yeah. So 3 million is 1% of all America. 3 million. That's a gargantuan amount of people. My hometown don't even have that many people yet. I don't think. In Peanut County. And so what? I don't know. Just trying to think of some numbers, I guess. Uh, I'm still trying. I'm just like jogging. You know, you ever use a shuttle on? No, not like at the airport. Like on your VCR, the shuttle, high speed shuttle. Well, no, excuse me. That's a photo. Oh, it's kind of warm in here. I think my fan turned on. No, not like that. Hey, come over here. I need you tonight. Not like that. And not that kind of fan. Thank you very much. Although it is almost midnight, there might be a fan watching. I would talk to them, but I'm not myself today. Oh, it's not plugged in. Right. My computer puts out a lot of heat. I told you guys, I got like an 800-watt power supply. It might be 850. I think it's only 8. And it's good during this time of the year to have a computer that has like, it puts out some heat. It's a little chilly out there. I hope all the people sleeping on the streets are warm. Because, hey, who likes being cold, right? Hmm. That'll make things better. I still have no idea why I was talking about population. Oh well. Hey, Sarah, Sarah. Yeah, I've been having a bad time, so what? I'm used to it. It's cool. I don't want to ever have a bad time ever again, but I know I will. So it's okay. This is a bad time right now that I'm making the best of. With a with a Baja Mountain Dew. You know, I've never actually been to Baja, California. That's in Mexico. It's on the west side of Mexico. It looks kind of like a tail or something. You know? You see, my band, the Urinal Cakes of America, used to say that the United States kind of resembles a toilet bowl because Bret the Hitman Hart from the WWE, they used to be called WWF, but that's actually the World Wildlife Foundation, whereas World Wrestling Federation is now entertainment. It's not federation. That sounds real, doesn't it? I mean, don't get me wrong. It is real, the wrestling, but I mean, they really get in a ring and they really wrestle around and they really have a winner and a loser. But the thing is it's not really like a national, like, pastime. Like, you know, these institutions like the NFL, the MLB, the NHL, and the NBA, or put a W in front of any of those, roughly, I think works, right? WNBA, etc. Counterpart, yes, I think that's the right word. Flip side, B side, yeah. It's like a federation. I get actually no, a federation is when you have like a conglomeration of various wrestling outfits from across the nation working together to create one league. So it's like if you get your wrestlers and hit the road, go on tour to another town where they have a ring and wrestlers, then I guess, and then you have a match with their wrestlers. That's basically a federation, I believe. It's just a loosely knit network It's almost like a terrorist splinter cell network, except they try to remain hidden, whereas like a wrestling federation tries to be as public as possible. Because that's how you get the fans and the money. So, which that's I got to admit, a lot of people use that as like a measure of success, and I can understand why. Because I mean, the more fans and money you get, the better it feels to be up on a stage. It really does. Because you're up there to connect with people. If there's not one person in the audience, you're just going to be connecting with yourself once again. Which, what else are you going to do in this world where nobody really seems to care much about anything except themselves and I guess their stuff and their friends, their money, their family? What about Raven? What about Raven? Remember that angle? The what about Raven angle? What about JJ? What about Zach? It's funny. You do remember the what about Raven angle, right? Raven was that guy from ECW Extreme. Oh, I think I know what you're gonna do. But yeah, Raven, he's that guy. He's all like freaking. He's like, what about Raven? He looks kind of like. He's like kind of a grunge rock guy. He's like got a leather jacket, got like some stringy ratty hair. He usually has like some cut off jean shorts, right? And he's got a gang. It's his flock, Raven's flock. Is that guy on Twitter? It seems like he'd be huge on Twitter these days because of the whole bird thing, the aviary angle. Raven's flock, available on X.com, otherwise known as Twitter, where you send tweets. Yeah, Raven would go over well on Twitter. But he's just like this disenchanted, disaffected, disenfranchised kind of young man that just wants to prove himself, but he knows he's never really gonna get a chance to. So he's just trying to climb the ranks, climb the ladder of the Federation or what have you. Yeah. And he's just like, Raven, dude. And usually he looks like this. He's like in the corner of the ring, flat on his ass, with his legs like flat on the mat. He's like, I'm Raven. I'm here to wrestle. It's my flock. He doesn't talk like. Those aren't the words he would use. He's way more poetic than that. But anyways, shit, not again. Anyways, I was gonna say something about that. I think he was gonna be an example character in an example, but I forgot what the example was because I was just like, I had an idea. I was like, ding, that guy would go over huge on Twitter, but I'm not gonna check right now because I'm not myself today. It's cool, but I do know of something that would help pass the time very well. Yeah. That was my old man's guitar. He's the one that voted. That sticker is like, I think that's like it's like a 20-year-old sticker, maybe. Roughly. I think so. And I do think it's like the kind that you would get at a polling booth. So it is a sticker. Usually when stickers last that long, I call them decals. But those are made out of like polyurethane, I think. That's like a glossy paper sticker with some good adhesive, I guess. Either that or the guitar was really clean. That's what you should do if you're gonna put a sticker or a decal on something. Make sure you get the surface clean using something like some Zippo fluid. That'll get it clean. How about some rubbing alcohol? Oh, sure. Oh, sure, that'll get it. Yeah, I'd probably stick with the Zippo if I have it on hand. But yeah, get your surface clean. And that sticker might last 20 years, even if it's not a decal. Yeah. Um, Here, you know what? I'm gonna go get my ECW DVDs. The nice thing about a wrestling match is it's only like it's not a big commitment. You know, it's like it's not like watching something that you like like a soap opera. You got to really be paying attention if you're gonna follow that. Am I right? I think I'm right. I usually give you good advice, accurate descriptions, honest opinions. Yeah, to the best of my ability. I'll be back. I'm gonna get my wrestling DVDs. I'm gonna try to watch them. I'm just gonna mutter to myself ECW so I don't forget.